Let me see. Yeah. So we got to do that before we put it on. Just this spacer is too far in. So let's just take it out and hammer it. You're not bolted up. Here. Just tap 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 tap. I don't know why they do that, but a lot of alternator companies will have this spacer too far in and it won't go on the shaft. So grab a chisel and a hammer and let's tap it down some. In fact, where's the old alternator? Oh, let's see something. Yeah, this is the one that come off the car. Yeah, see how that one was a little bit more inner, more inner than this one. Just take a chisel and tap that in. All right, just give it a couple love taps. We just want to push that in some more. That's it. We good to go. Yeah, you broke the little center tab and it ain't gonna stay. So what you need to do, since you broke it.
I broke it.
Yeah, what happened? What, it was brittle and it just broke? Yeah, but you was about to deliver it like this. This connector wasn't gonna stay on there, dude. It was gonna come off and
yeah.
Now here's what we're gonna do. That connector, alternator connectors are nothing more than injector connectors. We have a ton of wiring harness over here. So I got this connector. All you're gonna do is put this in the place of this. This is damaged. This will not stay on. So you finna become an electrician right quick. So cut that at the end. We're gonna splice this into that. The colors have to match. So put the connector the same way as this connector right here and find out what color go where. The colors have to match where you splicing it into. No, just do one at a time. Clip this one and then we're gonna find out which one this one go to and cut it, splice it. Alright, so we're gonna solder this, but we're not gonna tape it up with electrical tape. These are heat shrink tubing. So cut this in half. We only need 2 little small pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, this damn thing, it's not gonna stay on there. Cut that heat shrink tube in half. Matter of fact, since this is longer, put it over that. That's good, man.
What's good?
Yeah, just squeeze it and put it on there.
So what happened?
Take the connector that we're gonna replace this with because this won't work. Do you understand why this won't work? Because there's no safety.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing gonna grab the tab. No, go ahead and let this slide this all the way down here. Because that's not going on until after we make the connection. Now do your twist. Your gloves might get in your way because you got to make sure that's a good.
Yeah.
All right, what we're gonna do? Watch what I'm doing. I'm gonna do one. You're gonna do the other one. I'm gonna bend that like this, and bend this like this. My heat shrink tube is already on here because this is gonna go over this after we solder it.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna set that right here. Now we're gonna try to make this. Just leave it right there. We're gonna try to.
Now I'm trying to make it focus.
It's not. It's gonna do this. So we're gonna twist and make this the best connection possible without solder, and then solder is just gonna put the icing on the cake. Like I said, I'm gonna do this one. You're gonna do the other one. So let me grab my soldering gun. I'm gonna do one. You're gonna do the other one. The whole purpose is because you broke this.
Broke by itself.
It's brittle, guys. The car this old, a lot of stuff on here is brittle, so the minute you touch it, it may snap. So it probably would have broke whoever did it, but you still should have let me know you.
Oh yeah, next time
yeah.
for sure.
All right, zoom in. So solder, what we doing solder now? I don't have time to go through a full course, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. I just want some solder on here to close or to connect these 2 wires together. So first we're gonna. Yeah, solder, you're supposed to heat the wire up and then set the solder on top of it, but everybody's different. Now, once you get solder on that, yeah, we might as well do the backside. This is not a professional job, guys. I'm just trying to connect these 2 wires quickly because this customer's on the way and we did not expect for the connector to break. Now I got that on. What we're going to do is slide this heat shrink tube over that. Yeah. Back. See that heat shrink tube over that? So now this is a heat shrink tube. The way to make it work, you're gonna have to heat it. You can either use a cigarette lighter or a heat gun. All right, so we do things right. Let me grab my Heat gun. Alright, y'all remember my Harbor Freight. The Harbor Freight heat gun, $19, y'all. Alright, the goal here is to just simply heat up the heat shrink tube. So we're gonna put that right there. See that heat shrink tube melting?
Oh, yeah, like that.
Alright, so now, again, the whole goal is just simply, guys, like I said before, this connector is nothing more than injecting connectors. We have injector harnesses over there. So now, I got this one done. You do the other one, and we can get rid of this altogether. So, grab the cutters. Hope you remembered everything I said.
Hope so.
Yeah, go up, because we ain't gonna ever need that connector again. So you can get as much wire if you save as much wire as possible.
All day. So like that.
That'll work. See, no, I mean, but those little thin, yeah, that matters.
Yeah,
Those little thin wire, not the rubber insulation, but the that carries the current and the voltage. So if it ain't but one or two, that ain't enough. Let me see. Yeah, that should be fine. I think one of those gauges are thicker than the other one. What you forgetting, man? Hold on.
I got the rubber.
Rubber? That's not rubber. What is that?
Heat insult something.
Dude, that's heat shrink tube.
Yeah, the heat.
Yeah, put it on there. But did you put it on there first?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, you got the heat shrink tube on there. Just keep rolling till you get a nice little pretty ball. That should be fine. Now grab your, what's next?
The soldering.
Yeah, we're gonna connect the two. Let me see how you do it. Everybody different, so you're gonna have to find the best way to work for you. It's on.
It's on, so I can.
Yeah. Let's see what you do. What you got? Let's make sure it's silver coated. Can't make it too fat because that heat shrink tube is thin.
Oh yeah, that's good though. Right?
That's good on that side. Flip it over and let's get the whole down wire. Slide the heat shrink tube over it.
Hopefully not. Oh hell yeah.
Make sure it's in the center. And grab your whatever you use to heat the heat shrink tube. Like I say, it could be a cigarette lighter or a heat gun. Harbor Freight $20 heat gun. Now be careful just turning that on, because whatever you blowing is gonna heat up. Yeah, so get it out the way of anything important. And you know the goal, just so till it shrink and cover the whole harness.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good job. Yeah. So now you can break out your electrical tape. You was asking me, people back in the day used to use electrical tape to make connection, but it is, you can introduce moisture and all kinds of stuff that way. So just tape it up to around about this height right here. And the alternator, you scared me there for a minute. I thought I misdiagnosed the car. I know I diagnosed it right. The alternator was faulty, but when we started up, it wasn't charged. Because, yeah, the damn connector. Right. That about all to do it. Now when you connect this to the alternator, I want to hear that click. Remember I told you about those clicks?
Yeah.
Well, y'all, let me see something. Yeah, ooh, it's on there. Yeah, so when you insert it, just push the red safety tab down to lock it in place. So go for it. Let me see, because it's a feel thing. I can't do it for you. You might feel that little click.
Yeah.
You felt it?
I think so, yeah.
Now, just try to pull up and see if it come up. Nope. All right, so the locking tab is doing its job. Now, there you go. Last but not least is the safety tab. So the locking tab needs to be held in place by the safety tab. It's like a damn gun. All right, put the the other wire on the alternator, and we should be good. And I should get my charging back. Don't scare me like that. I misdiagnosed the alternator.
Nah, man. You wouldn't misdiagnose. How can you misdiagnose things? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, right, guys. I'm done. I'm out. Yeah, that was a little scare. Wasn't too bad. So now we got to get back to this damn problems after problems. And guess what's next on the line? Y'all recognize this? Now we'll talk about this later because y'all ain't gonna believe what happened to this. It's not a defect. Anybody reckon? I ain't gonna even tell y'all what kind of engine this is, but it's a brand new engine. Anybody recognize it? Wait till y'all see what the customer did to this car. All of these, everything over here we doing, swapping this engine. Customer burned this one up because it's sludge. Yeah, so that one's going in this van right here. Okay, now this one right here is for a Durango outside, the exact same freaking thing. She wasn't changing the oil, it's all sludged up. And this one, we'll talk about this one when we get the car in. All right, that's all I have for now, guys. Y'all think I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned.